Hi there, this is Millie with Elemental Customs. I am making this video just to help anyone who is trying to customize a new Canva that they have purchased online. And if you've purchased mine, I thank you for that. And I hope that you will enjoy it. And if not, that's okay too. These tips are going to apply to pretty much any template that you're going to find online. So let's get started. I've just reloaded this page just to show you what happens when you first download and open your document or template in Canva. This will usually pop up. In this case, this is an 18-page bound document. It is a real estate presentation. So Canva knows that. It is already setting it up so that you can choose options and purchase this directly through Canva. We're going to close out of this, but at any time when you're done with your design, if you choose to print through Canva, you can do so by clicking up here. Also, you can share and download later using this button if you prefer to, download it and send it to a local printer or something like that, like your printer at your office, anything like that. So in this first example, I want to do something really easy. And it seems really hard. I've had a lot of questions on this, but it's really not. You want to change this photo, okay, or add this photo or whatever. So number one, if you don't already have a photo that you want to use on your computer, use this Elements tab. And what I like to do to make it easy, so you could do Home Interior, hit Enter, and then you can click on Photos. It's going to have all these graphics and all this stuff, but in this case, we want a photo. So we're going to look at all of the photos that Canva already has pre-filled. So we can find any photo we like here. There are lots and lots and lots. You can scroll through to find the one you like, and you're going to click on it and hold it and pull it over to the screen. And in this case, you can see how it absorbs into anywhere there's a photo. So you've just dragged that over to the photo box to change the photo that was already existing. And if you click on that, you can now hit Edit Image. And there's an adjustment tool here and a lot of other fun little tools that Canva offers. But in this case, we like the photo as is. That's normally going to be the case. So we're going to hit crop because oftentimes we want to move it a little bit. So we just don't want the couch to be cut off, for example. In this case, you can also make it larger if you want to kind of make it more intimate, something like that. But that's how you would work that. And also, if you want to zoom in at any time, you have this tool right here. And you can zoom in so you can see closer the details of what you're cutting off or what have you. And you can use that feature at any time while you're working with Canva. So once you get that where you like it, you can hit the Done button, and now that's saved. Now let's say you changed your mind. No problem. Remember, this undo button here is your best friend. If you accidentally bump that font right there, sometimes things like that happen. You don't need to figure out where that goes. Make it easy on yourself. Hit your undo button. It's like it never happened. Same thing if you wanted to change that photo because you just moved it around and you weren't sure, you can hit that undo button multiple times. Get back to the beginning and just start over. If you prefer, you can also hit the redo button if you need to as well. So keep that in mind through the entire editing process. Also, if you already have a photo you would like to upload from your computer, you hit this upload button. Then you hit upload files and choose whatever file it is you want to upload. And then it's going to automatically upload. I apologize for my lag. I'm in a kind of a remote location right now, so I don't have the best service. I've already got this photo uploaded here for an example, but you do the same thing. You just grab any photo you want to use and you drag it and put it wherever. So you can upload a picture of yourself and put it here. I've already got that text there in that photo just to help you out with that. Now, second of all, now that you know how to master photos, instead of having to crop them yourself, you can just put them right into the pre-made template. The next thing is font. a lot of times when you change the font, you might need to do some minor adjusting in order to make sure that it fits into the template or the format that you're trying to use. It's very normal. A lot of fonts have different sizes and whatnot. So the first thing you will do is click on the font box that you're trying to change. And in this example, the first thing that's easiest, let's just say we're going to change the color, and let's just go with a different color. You want to brighten it up a little bit. If you look down here in this particular template, it's an 18-page template. So remember, this feature here is really handy. You can hit change all and it will change everything this color to that color. And that will instantly update. See, it did it on the next page, and it will do that on all of the pages. And again, if you don't like it, just hit the back button, and you can only undo what you just did. So if you get 10 steps ahead and you want to go back, this doesn't work anymore. So just keep that in mind. But if in the moment you're not sure and you're still working it, feel free to hit the back button as many times as you want. And if you want to change the font type, actually, just click on this. Now it's going to automatically load. There's a lot of fonts here that are already on this page, but a cool trick is to click here, and these are, you can type in a type, like if you want a rustic or, a bold, whatever, you could do that, or you can choose from these underneath that already kind of have styles pre-dictated for you and search through those. In this case, we're just going to pick any type font, and you can see this one's slightly smaller than the one we just used. I'm going to try to use one that's quite big okay, this one works good. So for example, when we use this font, you see how it's now quite big compared to the formatting that was there previously. This is where your font size is. You can make it smaller until it fits into the formatting that you like. Also, if you think this is too big and you just want to adjust it, that's how you would do that. Again, you can go over here and change your font to anything you would like and change the color. And now you know how to change the size as well. Something else I would like to teach you is how to change the formatting. So in this case, you may change the font, and maybe now it's really big and it's not fitting in the space, or maybe it's too small, what have you. And maybe just changing the font size either isn't working or it's not an option, because you don't want to go too small because you won't be able to read it. So there's a spacing adjustment here. This is very decorative. What I have here, it's really spread out, for the effect of it. So this is kind of a large number, but you could put this at 0. And depending on the font, that might be a little bit too close, or it might be just good enough. You might want to make it 60, 30, whatever. Just play around with it until you like the look and how it fits into the space. I also have the line spacing double there because I wanted it very spread out for that template. But in a normal paragraph, you want it to be, more reasonable. So you can also play around with like a 1.2. You can add decimals in there for that and work that adjustment until you can get it to fit with the new font that you chose. So don't worry if your paragraphs get out of shape for the template that you have. You can adjust that and still use the font you want. And again, if you have gotten yourself into trouble, don't forget this back button, and then you're back to square one, and you can play around with it again until you get it the way you like it. Another thing is, in this particular presentation, I have a free template here. And as you can see, it's kind of hard to click on the lettering there. It's very small. This is a zoom button here. You can click on this and zoom in or out to the design. Makes it a lot easier to work on things like this. And this particular thing, you see how it says ungroup. This block right here is grouped together just so it doesn't get moved around by accident. You can ungroup it if you want to, and click to the side to unselect it. And then you can click on this and move it, or, do anything independently that you would like to do. And in this case, you double click, and then you can put your information there if you would like. You can also click down here and change what this says if you prefer. And in this case, the roof is a little off to the side for such a small name. Maybe we want to center that. I'm using the arrows on my computer keyboard to do so. You can also grab it and move it, but the keys make it a little bit more precise. It's easier to get it where you want it. And the further you zoom in, the easier it is to adjust. So don't be afraid to use that zoom tool. You can also change colors of objects. Like there's a bar here. It's a decorative bar in the background, same as the font. You just go up here to colors, and this is the colors already in the document. So it can change to whatever you like. You click here. I'm sorry, that was the font color. Those actually can have writing in them. In this template, they don't. So you click this over here, the circle. That's the actual fill color of the box. And then you can change it, to whatever you like. And again, the change all feature comes up. So any blocks in the template that were the blue color, if you wanted to change them to this tan color, you could do so with this. And again, don't be afraid to hit the back button if you think you didn't like what you did. So those are the basics of adjusting the template. You can change any of the photos out now with the drag option. You can upload photos from your computer. You can find them using the Elements tab like we did here. And when you're working with fonts that you can change fonts, you can change sizes, you can change color, and you can adjust with this spacing tool. And you can also grab objects and you can change their color using the fill color here to any color you would like. You can also find new colors. If you want more than what's in this document, you could come down here and look at some default colors. There's cool gradient colors that could be utilized. Lots of stuff to explore in Canva, but just for the basic template editing, for you to customize it just specific to your style, I think these are the main elements that you need to know. And of course, if you have any questions, if you find any issues with my templates or have any questions in general that you can't figure out, you're welcome to reach out to me. Also, Canva has a question box here, and they have a great resource for just basic editing in their system, of course, where you can learn. They have tutorials and things that you can find on YouTube if you can't find it through the Canva resource. But there's lots out there for designing here, and I try to make my templates easy to edit so that they kind of just show themselves how, show you how to do it themselves, like how I added the text in here just to let you know that's where your photo goes, that kind of thing. So hopefully it's easy for you to do. And again, like I said, if you have any issues with my template, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. And if you did purchase my template, like I said, I really appreciate it. And you're welcome to stop by my website and check out any other templates that I have available at elementalcustoms.com. And I appreciate you enjoying the video with me here. I hope it helped, and I hope you stay inspired out there.